It's 11:04 in the morning, Pacific Daylight Time. 19 February 2025, Wednesday. This little Isuzu pup, I keep it parked for months I've been keeping it parked on a slight incline, maybe, I guess it's 2% grade maybe or so. But so, whenever I check the dipstick, I thought it was fine because I had a little oil on the end of the dipstick. And it was a big mistake because I should have parked it on a flat, I have a flat place I could park it. I could have parked it on a flat place here, several flat places. But say at the post office or something after I shut it off for 15 minutes, I should have checked it there. But I was going down the highway and I really messed up. I'm so ashamed. And it's like, I'm an engineer, Coast Guard, former engineer, U.S. Merchant Marines, former engineer, and longshore, West Coast, intermodal refrigerated container technician, plus HVAC/R technician on buildings. And I worked as a diesel mechanic before and on diesel boats, diesel trucks. But the thing is, it had an oil leak. I didn't know about it. I think it's on the dipstick tube. And I was going down the highway and then it started clicking and stuff. So I think what happened, I'll get her going here again. These Isuzu are tough. Oh my gosh. I had like a quart of oil in the engine. How embarrassing. And I've done that before when I had a leak on the alternator actually, but right now I'm checking the valve lash. They call it the lash, L-A-S-H. And that's, so it's so easy to adjust the valves on this thing. First you turn the crankshaft until you get to the timing mark on the vibration damper pulley in the front that has a belt on it that goes to the water pump and stuff. There's two marks on the pulley. The second mark is top dead center, so you come to number 1 cylinder, which is this one. Come up on top dead center on the compression stroke. And then you can adjust on that. When you do that, you can adjust the intake and exhaust on number 1. And then let's see, you also adjust the intake on number 2 and the exhaust on number 3. Then you go around one rotation with the crankshaft and you come up on number 4 top dead center on the compression stroke. And then you can adjust number 2, the exhaust on number 2, the intake on number 3, and then the intake and exhaust on number 4. So right now I'm just checking the lash on this intake on number 1 right here. It's perfect. You want it to be a slight drag. Sometimes it takes about 10 times to get it. You stick a wrench on here and that locking nut right there, and then put a screwdriver on that slot right there at the same time. And just I like to get it perfect, so it might take me 6 tries on one of these valves perhaps. So this is the intake right here. Has a nice slight drag on there. It's perfect. I think I might have got one. I put a timing belt on this, and I think I may have skipped one tooth, and it has square cogs on the inside the timing belt. So I think that I have a feeling that's what happened. I skipped one cog so I got to take off I was going to put a water pump on anyway because that new water pump, brand new, was leaking. So I have a feeling I skipped one cog. I think that's all that's wrong with it. This is a very good engine. Oh my gosh! I ran it on a quart of oil before, then I just stopped and put oil in it, and it was fine. But so. It's like these Isuzus are bulletproof. Oh my gosh. This thing I'll still get another 600,000 miles out of this engine after I abused it a couple of times.